around the team right now? You know, coming off the losses and then having those 2 wins. How are you guys feeling?
We feeling good. You know, be able to get 2 wins that was like desperately needed at this time. And just everything's on a positive note now. So moving forward, just trying to have fun, get back to the old way how we was at the beginning of the season, and focusing on things that helped us win those games and this game, and just try to improve.
So you're part of a pretty historic lineup Thursday night against LMU.
Mm-hmm.
4 African-American players, 5 non-members of the church. Just talk about maybe your experience with that, what that means to you personally, being a black athlete, being a non-member, being part of that history.
I'm going to be honest. I never planned on making history. I just came here to hoop. But, I mean, since it happened, it's pretty cool to look at and be able to show, like, you know, for next recruiting class and future recruiting classes to be able, like, you could come here and be able to, like, you know, be productive. You don't have to be part of the church. You could be African-American, but we also got AB who's Hispanic. So, you know, just from all diversities and everything that you could come here and be able to play and just, you know, do what you do.
Have you gotten any cool feedback or maybe interaction with fans from that or former players?
I don't know. I ain't really been on social media too much, like, looking. So I have to go back and check.
Does it tell you anything about, like, the potential future of the program here, that this lineup was able to happen? Coach was saying that, like, the game kind of dictated it, sort of happened by accident, but maybe does it tell you anything about the future where these things will be able to happen more often? Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely. I believe that it does give, like, a perspective from people who don't know much about BYU and, you know, used to the old school or stereotypes, and be able to see that picture and, like, you know, those stereotypes go out the window once you see that picture in the starting lineup. So I feel like, you know, like I said, future generations, younger kids growing up, parents who may not know, looking outside in, like, assuming BYU is one thing, and then they see that picture and then they change their whole perspective. So I feel like that's, like, a huge thing, like, down the line.
Did you guys, like, talk about that as a group in any way, like, after you sort of realized, like, hey, we actually did something kind of cool here?
Yeah, so T-John came to us before the game, before we played LMU, to take that picture, because to get Preston to take it. And after the game, since we won, he was like, bro, we got to post this picture tomorrow. And then everybody was just pretty much on board, you know, just to show that you don't, like I said, you don't have to be part of the church. You could be any race and just, you know, you could come here and still play basketball, do what you want to do.
Was talking to us about how you guys were able to get a lot of your momentum back, especially, you know, he was helped out a lot by, like, assistant coaches and grad assistants and things like that. How was that for you from a player's perspective, some of those more behind-the-scenes guys helping, you know, refocus?
It was huge, being able to see, like, their perspective. They know things about the game that we may not know, and as a player, and then they've been through it, and this, like, kind of our first time, like, as this team together going through it, and be able to, you know, hear the information that they saying, and then hear something from the assistant coach's journeys, from the head coach's journey, and then just put it all into one and just be like, these times that us, like, the losing streak and stuff, like, that's normal to teams across the nation, to anybody. It's like, we don't like it, but we got to admit the fact that it does happen. And, you know, just trying to stay positive through it all. They all had our backs. They were all encouraging. And they'll come in here and get extra shots with us. And they have even been, like, more engaged, just, like, making it a positive, having fun atmosphere. And I feel like that really contributed to these last 2 wins.
Caleb was saying how kind of with the adversity in the last few weeks, normally that would take a team apart, but it brought the team together. Just maybe talk a little bit about that and kind of what the culture in the clubhouse, best locker room in America means to you, especially with adversity.
Yeah, we brothers. At the end of the day, you know, we have our issues with each other. We talking about brothers fight. So, but you know, we still rocking with each other at the end of the day. So I don't know if y'all have brothers or sisters and y'all know y'all get into it, but you still love them at the end of the day. And then we can handle business and go out there and try to accomplish what we could accomplish together. So we don't let anything really, like, impact our brotherhood and the fact that we love each other and the fact that we got a common goal.
It's no secret that a win against St. Mary's on Saturday would really mean a lot to you guys' tournament resume. The loss is not the end of the world. But how much are you kind of thinking about what a win might mean, especially for this point of the season?
This one's going to be huge. Coach Pope talks about it, how big this one would be for us. But I don't know. I just try to go out there and handle business. I know that we could win. We played them once and we won. And I know it's going to be a battle. They've been playing extremely well. And, you know, just try to take it in the moment and at the time and then not try to look to anything after. We got to handle the first thing first.
Seneca, what did Coach touched on your going through a tragedy off the court. you don't have to get into that, but just what did it mean to have your brothers, have your team here in that tough time and be able to play and have success in those on the court?
It was really cool being able to have them. I really needed them at that time too, and still need them. But just knowing that I could come in here and then like, you know, they didn't try to be positive, like laugh and joke with me, like take my mind off it and everything, and just knowing that we got each other and knowing that I could trust them and they could trust me, and just, you know, during times like that, you don't really, like these situations you don't expect. So when they come out the blue, it's just like, man, it's so good to have like people around you who care about you.
And on the court, you've been, you know, playing a little bit out of position, maybe what you're accustomed to being your previous stops in your college career. How do you feel that adjustment's been going for you?
I feel like it's been going well. I mean, I look at it as a positive thing, being able just to add more to my repertoire. So, you know, previously playing the 1 and 2, then now playing the 3, some 4, and wherever coach be putting me at, sometimes I guard the 5. So it just, you know, it just keep adding to my repertoire and be able to learn. So, you know, my goal is to play at the next level, so I'll be able to be put in any situation and thrive.
How confident is your game right now? You know, getting more minutes, getting more time, and where do you feel like your confidence is at personally?
My confidence is high. I don't really waver in confidence too much, but it helps that, you know, that they trust me and that it's reflecting. Like saying it is one thing, but then seeing the minutes translate and everything is another thing, and that really just, it makes you feel good. It makes you feel like your work's not going unnoticed, and it just makes you want to continue working hard.
You've almost had a season at this place and still more basketball to go, but you know, what's it been like working and competing in a Mark Pope program compared to your time at San Jose State and LSU?
It's different. So San Jose, we didn't really run like set offenses. LSU wasn't really like a set offense. So I'm kind of more of a player that plays out of set offenses, but not out of set offenses, not in set offenses is what I mean. So like more of a freelance player, just, you know, going off whatever the games give me. But playing in the set offenses, I mean, I had to adjust and adapt, and I feel like I'm being able to figure it out and still learning each and every day with new opportunities and be able to get better.
And as a team offensively, do you feel like what happened last weekend can continue and kind of be a breakthrough for you guys moving closer to March?
Yeah, definitely. I really feel like that could be a breakthrough. I mean, I don't know what we shot, but I know we did like pretty good offensively because, I mean, not to be negative, but we got to improve on defense. But we was able to compete, and they had their best scoring games, and we were still able to outscore them. So, you know, seeing that our offense could thrive like that and still like picking up on the defense end is no limit to what we could do.
If Foose can't go, what's the challenge for you guys against St. Mary's there?
Foose is a big part of this team, for sure. That's a good question. I mean, we just got to pick up where he will want us to win. He'll want us to go out there and play hard. Foose is an amazing rebounder. He's an amazing finisher in the post. So we don't have to just go through other players and find other opportunities to still be productive and get the job done. But we can't wait to have Foose back for sure.